We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
Hi, it's Cathy Cena with Tri-Cities Community TV, and we are at the Coquitlam Poirier Library. We'd like to thank the library for donating their space to us today. And with me today is Robbin Whachell with Inlet Spirit Paddling Society. She's taken on the administrative role, but she is one of the co-founders, and she's going to talk to us today about the youth and adult development program that is happening at Rocky Point in the Burrard Inlet, and all things dragon boat. Robbin, welcome back. Today you're talking to us about another hat that you wear, and it's dragon boat. I know you're very passionate about it, so tell us a little bit about why you wanted to get this started in Port Moody.
Well, I've been involved in dragon boating for about 10 years now, and we have some of the best waters for dragon boating in the lower mainland region. And right now opportunities lie in the city down at Falls Creek, which is kind of far for kids that live in this, and paddlers who live in the Tri-Cities region, or out at Fort Langley, which is also kind of far. Right. So we have such beautiful water, such a great location down at Rocky Point. We wanted to build a feeding system into, there are adult teams there, but no one's really taken on the youth development, and that's one of the missions of the Inlet Spirit Paddling Society, which is brand new.
So why is it important to launch a youth dragon boat development program here? What is it doing for youth, and what kind of impact is it going to have for our youth?
First of all, dragon boating is probably one of the ultimate team sports. Soccer players say soccer is because you have to work together, but one up from that is dragon boating. I think it's ultimate because everyone in the boat, and a boat holds 20 paddlers, you have to be in unison the entire time of a race.
I can only imagine.
So you can't ask a soccer team to do everything exactly the same, but you have to ask a dragon boat team to do everything the same. And it's very much a team building sport in that sense that it can't be all about you. It's about the team working together effectively and in unison.
Is it important because of the teamwork aspect, do you think, or is it important to be bringing youth together, doing dragon boating? Like, it's not the most popular sport out there.
It's actually a very fast-growing sport, and it continues to be. There's a lot of opportunity to go around the world and paddle. Some of the paddlers, our head coach, for instance, competed at Worlds last year. So there is a progression. The universities have teams, so SFU has a team, UBC has a team. So there are opportunities. One beautiful thing about dragon boating is you get to go and enjoy the water. It's like that element of nature that we really don't get to take advantage of it often enough. So when you're out on the water, you're seeing the surrounding area, you're learning about the history of the area, you're seeing possibly orcas. One of the teams from Old Mill Boathouse Society saw orcas a year ago when they were out. You see the eagles, you see the seals, you see the fish life. It's just another way of tapping into our natural element that most people miss unless you're out on the water.
So who is this program for?
This program is for anybody in the Tri-Cities region, but also Burnaby people could come as well. But we're really wanting to focus it on the Tri-Cities youth, the high school kids, and we're starting from ages from 13 all the way up to 23. So we'll have a junior team and a U24 team. In our first year, if we can't get enough for both, we will combine that team to one team.
Do you need any experience? Because like if, I know some people and maybe they're a little hesitant to come, how do they get training and experience or help with this?
Yeah, there's no experience necessary, which is what's wonderful about this sport. I started from scratch 10 years ago, but with youth.
But you're like a champion. You're always winning all your regattas. I see where you're going all the time. I'm like, oh, here she is again. Oh, now we're in
it. It's a fun sport.
It's like it's Olympians for you.
Well, you know what's nice about dragon boating is when they have the regattas, they're really liberal with medals. They have different divisions. So you might be training in a race with a team that's way better than you. and eventually you'll get seeded into different divisions. So it's really great for youth because they do come home with medals most often. Most teams do. So it's nice like that. But our training, we have, I said, our head coach, Denise Nelson, who's paddled for Canada in world competitions. Linda Corcoran comes from the SD43 area as an administrator in the school system and has helped with youth teams before. So she's our youth coach. And then we've got a lot of enthusiastic teammates that I'm one of that are there to support the youth as well.
That's fantastic. Does training happen April to June?
Yeah, so with our youth program, we're focusing it on the school season and the optimal time to be on the water. So it starts in April, ends in June for like high school students that have, or go off to summer jobs or whatever. So we're just putting it for 3 months for them.
Mm-hmm. And we talked a little bit about teamwork. You're saying that it's even better than soccer. You're also an avid soccer player. And so the teamwork and the types of kids that come to join a program like Dragon Boating, what are you seeing? Like, is there like a common thread with these kids that are coming? Like, are they passionate about water? Is it about being in the boat? Is it the nature? Like, what is it?
It's usually just being a part of a group that has to work together. And it doesn't matter what your skill is, walking down the street or being on a soccer pitch or being on a baseball team. This is something that you do together and you all have to do the same way. It also helps youth to step into some leadership roles. So in a dragon boat, I mentioned there's the 20 paddlers.
Yes.
They're sitting in twos down 10 seats. You have a steers person at the back. So the steers person, our youth team is led by Marcus Farmer, who's an experienced steers. We actually there are adult teams out there trying to get him to steer for them because steers are very coveted. But when you learn to steer at the back of the boat, that's a whole nother realm of making sure everybody's safe, stepping into a leadership role. Another leadership role is the drummer who sits at the front. You have to make the calls, you're making sure everybody's in time, and when you're the one doing that exciting pounding on the drum that you hear in Dragon Boat festivals.
I love watching it. It's very, very exciting to be on the water and hearing all of that, the drumming and everything else. Why is it so important to have sports like this close to home?
Accessibility is key. We've all been parents schlepping our kids to different activities, and if the field isn't close by, we go, oh, we have to get on the freeway, we have to go whatever, if there's an away game. What we're hoping is that the Tri-Cities parents really take advantage of this. We're also on the SkyTrain line as well. If parents can't drop the teens off, they can get there via the SkyTrain. So it's a very accessible. Rocky Point is very accessible.
It is such a special place to train. Rocky Point, the Broad Inlet. Why do you feel that it is? We talk about other areas like Falls Creek or going elsewhere. Like, what makes Rocky Point so special?
For me, it's the history that is in that area, how it was just, it's where the ocean comes inland the furthest,
right.
Which is something I always told my kids or tell anybody that, that a lot of people, in past, we've taken kids out on, to be out on the water or anybody out in the water, and they often think that that's a lake. They'll call it the lake. They'll say, actually, it's the ocean, right?
Yeah.
But the history there, I'm also the secretary of the Old Mill Boathouse Society, which is our very valuable water sport center that has for sailing, rowing, dragon boating. So to know the rich history there, I brought along today a little booklet that was offered to us. It just looks like a scribbler, but then you open it and it's got a plethora of amazing vintage photos and a regatta mention, the North Pacific Association of Amateur Oarsmen. Who knew? The 28th annual regatta in Port Moody, BC.
Unbelievable.
So there's a lot of history there. And for me personally, I have a Métis background. When I started paddling and getting out on the water, I found out some of my ancestors were voyageurs, and it's like you could almost hear the sounds of the voyageurs, of the train coming into Port Moody. It's just a beautiful place to paddle. So I think knowing the history is another valuable thing that we're continuing tradition.
Right. What does it take to become a dragon boat athlete? What are some of the things that you need?
One thing our coach said to us the other day is we don't train how does it go? Paddle to be fit, we get fit to paddle. So it's not something I want to lose weight, so I'm going to jump in the dragon boat, because it really works. It's a full body
You need to be
workout.
fit to be in that boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'm not getting fit by being in the boat.
Yeah. I mean, youth are generally quite fit just naturally, right?
Yes,
But
and strong.
for older paddlers, we're getting fit throughout the season. So throughout, we call it dry land season. So basically, you need to be working out at the gym, going for walk, making sure your cardio and your muscle core is in good place.
So we talked about that there's no experience required. How do the coaches and the supporters make new paddlers feel comfortable? Like, do you need to know how to swim?
You don't need to know how to swim, by the way. You're all wearing flotation devices.
Okay.
Dragon boats rarely, if ever, tip, right? You might have a steers person fall off the back, but it's very rare. So they're very safe.
The one I'll be in will tip. I'm just wondering, like, as you're talking to me, I'm like, I have little check marks going on in my mind, but we're talking about the youth and,
Yep.
How are you making them comfortable, like, when they're going in there, and the encouragement, you have someone
Right.
with some trepidation and they're like, oh man, I don't know, my parents wanted me to do this, but I just showed up. And so how are you getting through that?
And that can happen. Kids can come out and they're like all excited, but then it's a totally new experience. And even though I said they're very stable, sturdy boats, if one person stands up, if one person moves suddenly, the whole boat can shift and people can freak out. But you get used to that. It's like getting your sea legs, and the coaches are very encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Our coaches will get right in the boat and actually help assist with paddling. The thing about dragon boat paddling, it has nothing to do with the kayaking or canoeing paddle. It's a totally unique stroke.
Okay, good to know.
And the coaches will get in there, because people will tend to just do the canoe or whatever they're used to. But yeah.
So, regarding the program, do you have kids that have signed up already? What's happening on March 21st? Let us know.
Yeah. So we do have some interest from kids already, and we need a few more. And so on March 21st, what we do before we get anyone to pay for their membership, is a very nominal fee. It's $150 for the 3 months, and with that, you get everything that you need to paddle, plus the coaching. On March 21st at Rocky Point Park, we are having a try-it session to invite the people that have already signed up, but also those who want to come out and give it a try before they make that decision. We don't want to take someone's money if they get in the boat and then they feel this is definitely not for me. And that does happen.
It's kind of like a free trial class.
A free trial class, exactly.
I like it, try it session. I like that.
Yes. So people can reach out to us at inletspirit.com. And we're also on Facebook, inletspirit.com. We're excited about our new youth team. Our team captain, Marcus, has named it Inlet Storm.
Inlet Storm.
Yeah.
Very cool. Just before we go, Robbin, in terms of impact and growth, where do you want to see this program going?
We're very excited about the future. We see several youth teams and several adult teams. We started just with Inlet Spirit as a mixed adult team. We've already had to progress to a women's team and a mixed team. We see the youth team developing into the proper categories that are laid out by Dragon Boat Canada, so junior, U24, and then all the various teams.
So Robbin, how are you able to afford all of this?
We're operating off of grants and donations. We'd like to thank MaxiLight. They're a Port Coquitlam-based company. And recently the Legion provided a $5,000 grant to go towards our new boat to help support our youth.
The Port Moody Legion.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good. And lastly, you want to talk about quickly your regatta.
Yeah, I just want to give the plug for the upcoming Inlet Spring Regatta. It's on April 25th at Rocky Point Park. 44 teams are registered. It's run by the Nothing Dragon Paddling Society, and I assist with that event. We're really excited because not only is this youth team going to run for 3 months, but they're going to take part in 2 local events, and the first one will be the Inlet Spring Regatta. So it's really exciting for them to come out and actually compete against adult teams.
That's great. We're with Robbin Whachell. She wears many hats in the Tri-Cities, a big volunteer promoting a youth development program for dragon boating. Come out and check them out at inletspirit.com. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Cathy Cena with Tri-Cities Community TV.